Not much in at the moment.
Very warm welcome to this press conference at the wonderful Emirates Stadium. Actually, we came here before the Froch Groves fight to have a look around. It's a superb establishment, and I wonder if one day James DeGALE will be performing here. I know it's a dream of his. James, our new world super middleweight champion, and the first defence of his title will be out in Canada against a man we obviously know very well, former world champion with several defences, LUCIAN BUTE, the wonderful southpaw from Romania and Canada, in his backyard. I think it's a terrific fight. It's a wonderful opportunity for James DeGALE to build on what happened against DeGALE in Boston. I know it's been an incredible few months for him, but on the other side of the ring, LUCIAN BUTE, a man with so much talent and experience, and he looked very, very good last time out as well. So it's a terrific fight. We've announced today a wonderful autumn on Sky with Kelbrook on Sky Sports on October the 24th. We have a big build-up to November the 28th. On the 21st of November, Anthony Crolla goes for glory in a rematch with Darlis Perez in Manchester. The same night we're bringing you another version of the super middleweight world title, Arthur Abraham defending against Martin Murray. What a great chance for him. And then the week later, Sky Sports box office, it is Klitschko against Fury in Germany. And in the early hours on Sky Sports, we bring you this one from Canada. So it's a magnificent autumn. It's probably the best autumn I remember in several years. It's very exciting. And what a climax to the whole lot out in Canada with this big one, DeGALE against Bute. Top table here, Team Bute, Team DeGALE, and I'd like just to pass over first of all to James's promoter, Eddie Hearn.
Good afternoon everyone, welcome to the Emirates. It's a pleasure to be here, and a pleasure to be here to announce James DeGale's first defence of his IBF world title. From the Videotron Arena in Quebec, live and exclusive on Showtime, live and exclusive on Sky Sports 1. This is a fight that has plenty of stories. In my opinion, I think most people's opinion, the premier #1 168-pound fighter in the world, James DeGALE, against the man who has had a lot to say in the division over many years, LUCIAN BUTE. This is a great fight. LUCIAN BUTE, we all know how big he is in Canada, and we all know that this is his big, potentially last opportunity to regain that IBF welterweight crown, the red and gold belt that sat so perfectly and proudly around his waist for so many years. We remember the great fight in Nottingham many years ago. That's out of the picture now. This is the present. No time for the past. And a man that is absolutely determined to rip this gold and red belt away from James DeGALE on November the 28th. For James DeGALE, who can forget that memorable night in Boston, the wonderful performance against Andre DeGALE, going to America. And as I said before many times, James DeGALE is a buzz fighter, someone that is at his best when he's up against it. Not content with having a nice little cosy homecoming in the UK. We saw the reception he got at the O2 Arena when his face went on the screen. Straight into the deep end, into LUCIAN BUTE's backyard. And we have to give him a huge amount of credit to that as he looks to go through the entire division. A division that is wonderful internationally, wonderful domestically, and in my opinion, I think most people's opinion, this man sits right at the top of the tree. So we want to thank, of course, Sky Sports for backing this show, and James is the premier fighter, of course, along with a number of top other fighters now on this channel, and one of Britain's #1 world titles champions. And I'm going to pass over to James firstly to say a few words.
Yeah, thanks for coming, everyone. Listen, you can see what kind of man I am. I'm going to Canada. I'm going to give LUCIAN BUTE the chance to box for my IBF world title. Saying that, he's a very, very good fighter. He was a former world champion, had the title for a long, long time, 4 or 5 years. Had 10 defences. This guy's a serious fighter. Big, tall southpaw, slick, can box. But the way I'm feeling, mentally, physically, in fantastic shape. Obviously, my coach in McDonald gets me in fantastic shape. It's going to be hard to beat me, man. Listen, my journey is only just starting. His is about to end on the 28th of November. So you lot just enjoy it. Sky Sports on the 28th. It should be very, very good. Very good.
Obviously, confidence is something that you've always had in your droves, but now, with the belt, at another level, thinking really that nobody in the division can beat you.
No one did. And that's on a serious note. I've said after when I won my world title, I'm willing to box anyone. Anyone. I want the Wolves, I want the Abrahams, I want the world champions. I want to be in a big fight, I want the unified titles. But first things first, on the 28th of November, I go to Canada, defending it against a very solid former world champion, LUCIAN BUTE. And this guy's still hungry. He wants his old belt back. He said it in Canada when I was there on Tuesday. He wants the old belt back. But trust me, I'm too young, too fresh, too good, man, too good.
Lucian, it's a pleasure to have you back in the UK, and this is a huge fight, not just for yourself, but boxing in Canada as well, and a must-win fight for you on November the 28th.
Yeah. Thank you. Hi everyone. All of media, thank you all of media to be here in this press conference. Well, I'm very happy to be here. I know last time when I was here, I had a bad experience in 2012. I lost my title, and now in the past, I feel fresh. I have a new team, new people behind me. I would like to thank my manager to give me this opportunity to become one more time world champion. It's big for me because this belt I had for 5 years, and in November 28th I will be the new world champion. I'm very confident. I would like to thank James to give me this opportunity too. He's a great fighter, was Olympic champion, he's a world champion now. He has a good skill, good talent. I know November 28th it will be a great night, amazing night. I'm happy to fight in front of my fans in Quebec City. Over there I had a good souvenir. I fought 4 times in Quebec. I know I have a no loss. And then November 28th it will be the same. I will be a new world champion. Thank you for everybody. Thank you to support us. And James, I wish you best of luck on training camp. Be healthy and see you in November 28th.
See you on the 28th, bro. I'm gonna need everybody.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Pierre, a couple of words from you. Obviously, we spoke briefly. A wonderful new arena in Quebec already from the press conference just a few days away.
Yep.
The anticipation building for this fight. Canada ready to see Lucian try and reclaim that world title, and a huge event scheduled for November the 28th.
And talking about the arena, what a great place to hold a press conference here. There's something special about walking to a big stadium like this in the middle of the day, just watching the whole thing. Football is here too, what hockey is in Canada, but the one thing that we have in common is that I believe we're starting to have a good track record of putting exciting events together. And November 28th is just going to be one of those. When Lucian came back this summer, as soon as he won that fight, within the next 5 or 10 minutes, his first request was, get me something big right away. I am ready. And we are very excited that collectively, Interbox, with the help of Yvon Michel and your group that we were able to make that happen as quickly as what we're able to deliver now. November 28th is going to be a very, very, very special day for various reasons. The first one is in a brand new, in the brand new stadium, Videotron, one of the most modern arena that was recently built. So it's going to be the first boxing event in that new stadium. So we're very excited about this. We also have, I believe, a little bit of a perfect story here. Lucien came here a couple of years ago to defend his title. We all know how that ended. And now we got somebody from here that's going to Montreal to defend the same belt. So we have a little bit of a perfect story going on here. It's going to be very, very exciting. It takes a lot of guts and courage to do what Lucien has done a few years ago, to come back, to come here and defend his title. And James DeGALE is doing the exact same thing. So that needs to be underlined. So we thank you for that, and we commend you on that. Not every champion has the courage to go and fight outside of his own country when they have the belt. So we thank you for that. It's a great opportunity. So do not miss November 28th. I sincerely hope that as many of you as possible will be there to attend a fantastic evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pierre. A word now from the trainers, Howard. A big fight, obviously. You know the history, and a must-win fight for Lucien on November 28th.
Well, it's been a pleasure for myself to be working with such a great individual like Lucien. At the age of 35, the way he works, I got some kids that are less than 25 that don't put in the work like he does. We'd like to thank you guys for this opportunity. I was, after the last fight in August, everybody was talking, blah, blah, blah. And I came out straight point blank and said to Lucien, what do you think about the fight with DeGALE? And he says to me, you guys got my title and I want it back. And they put everything behind. I said, okay, let's go to work. So my job is to prepare, like I said on Tuesday, my job is to prepare Lucien the best that I know how, to go out there on the 20th of November and get his title back, And it's going to be, he's a very popular kid back home. Everybody loves him. He's a gentleman. He won't, the good manager said to me after the press conference, he said, you guys are gentlemen. There was no hostility. There was no bad mouthing. There was no trash talking. We're not like that. He's not like that. And James he was not like that over there. And we look forward for the 20th, and I wish you guys best of luck because you guys are gentlemen. I wish you the best of luck, Jim, and also to Eddie, and to the champ.
Thank you, Howard. I know you're not going to go into tactics for the night, but obviously up against one of the most skillful fighters in the division, someone that's shown power in the DeGALE fight, and also fights just down the road at Wembley, and against Periban as well. Someone that comes with a lot of confidence.
I'll tell you what, James said he was they should be named the Road Warrior on Tuesday. It takes a lot of guts to go on the road and to beat an American in his backyard. I think it was in May when he fought, and he's coming to Quebec to fight a guy that puts 15,000 in the arena. So I can't go into details what we're going to do. James is a very good boxer, two left-handed guys. It's you don't really see that too much. Two left-handed guys fight each other, but. We got a plan, and the plan is to be victorious. I'm not going to go into any details what we're going to do, but we have a plan. James is a very good, to be Olympic champion and also world champion, you got to be good. But he's got a few flaws, and we're going to try to capitalize on it.
Thank you, Howard. Jim, I don't think anyone as proud as you in May when James won the world title. Great scenes in the ring and in the changing rooms, and no one's been a bigger supporter of James. And fully confident going into the fight with Lucien Bute on November 28th.
Yeah, thank you everyone for coming today into the best stadium in the country. And, it's a special feeling about the place, I love it, what you wouldn't believe. First of all, just want to say Lucien Bute, everyone knows what he's about. He's been a great champion, really 5 years at the top, and he's got respect of everyone. Lucien is a nice guy, got a nice team around him. And now we get to the point I'm here to talk about. James DeGALE. All I can say is, you see his performance against DeGALE, and it was tremendous in the Lions' Den. He done the same in Liverpool against Paul Smith in his ninth professional fight. James DeGALE is different from any fighter I've ever been associated with, known, seen or read about. This guy is just on another planet. Boxing Lucian in his backyard has made him the happiest man I've ever seen. He's so excited, he can't wait. He loves it. The more you boo him, the better he is. And James sparred, I put him in about a week ago, and he was a very, very, very good fighter. Southpaw, class act. The best I've ever seen James in his first spar back since I've worked with him. Winning a world title, LUCIAN BUTE knows about this. Whatever it does to your DNA, it puts 15% on your performance, 10% on your performance. With James, it put 20% on your performance. He sparred the best I've ever seen him. I'm glad I hooked him out to James, take a few days off, do a bit of walking about. You will see the best performance of JD's career against LUCIAN BUTE, and we know that performance is what it's going to take to retain his title. James has got a Marvin Hagler attitude. Now he's won the world title, he's already saying to me, let's do it. He's going to train harder for his first defence than he's ever trained in his life. He's excited about fighting a great fight like LUCIAN BUTE, but also supremely confident when he's going to do what he's got to do. And we look forward to a great fight, and I'm very, very confident that James will go on to be not just a good champion, but a great champion. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jim. And you heard it there, guys, from all the people at the table. A wonderful fight on November 28th, live from the Videotron Arena in Quebec City, live on Showtime, live on Sky Sports 1, when Britain's James DeGALE makes the first defence of his IBF World Super Middleweight title against LUCIAN BUTE. We want to thank you guys for making the trip. As always, we look forward to a great show in Canada. And again, thanks for everyone coming today. We're going to pose for photos up here, and then all the fighters and everybody available for one-on-one. So thanks for your attendance, and we look forward to a great show on November 28th. Do it outside the photo.